A baby named Moses lived in Egypt a very long time ago. He was born into a difficult period in the history of his people, the Israelites. Their growing numbers alarmed Egypt's pharaoh, who held the position of king. Thus he imposed a malevolent law requiring the removal of all Israelite infant boys. However, Moses' mother wished for her child to be spared from that, so she devised a daring scheme. She gently positioned the basket with Moses amid the reeds beside the Nile River. While taking a bath in the river, the pharaoh's daughter discovered the basket. She chose to tend to the weeping infant out of compassion for him. Thus, although being an Israelite in reality, Moses lived like a prince of Egypt growing up in the pharaoh's palace. As Moses grew older, he witnessed the mistreatment of the Israelites by the pharaoh. They were frequently beaten and made to labor hard. Moses became upset by this. He also killed an Egyptian guard who was abusing an Israelite slave one day. He was forced to leave Egypt after this. He fled to a distant country and spent several years living there. Then an incredible thing occurred. Through a blazing bush that did not go out, God spoke to Moses. Moses was instructed by God to return to Egypt and request that the Pharaoh release the Israelites. It was not simple to return to Egypt. The Pharaoh refused to hear what Moses had to say. To persuade the Pharaoh, God dispatched 10 plagues. There were bugs everywhere, frogs everywhere, and during the day it was gloomy. Following the final and most tragic plague, the king eventually consented to release the Israelites. The Israelites were led by Moses out of Egypt, but their voyage was far from ended. The Pharaoh had second thoughts and sent his army after them when they reached the Red Sea. Moses, though, had faith in God. When he extended his hand, a remarkable thing occurred. The Israelites crossed the sea on dry land when it split in two. Once they were secure, the sea returned to its usual state, making it impossible for the Pharaoh's army to pursue them. At last, Moses and the Israelites enjoyed freedom. They had to go far to arrive at Sinai, a unique peak. It was there that God gave Moses the 10 Commandments, which contained crucial guidelines for living and treating people nicely. Miracles and exciting events abound in the life of Moses. From being a newborn in a basket, he developed into a great leader who guided his people toward freedom and a life of kindness and justice.